So now we're talking about conversion. There are two pieces to every good internet, basically energy. Is search gets you to that destination spot, not necessarily your home page, but the place or the content that has the information that you're looking for. And the second piece is converting that visitor into a buyer or into a lead, or even just putting down, I need more information, and putting an email address. In other words, some call to action. So the first thing is, what we say is identify your persona. When you go from your search engine to your landing page, what is it that that person has to see or hear? Who are they? And how is that persona, how is that intent being met by that landing page? That's what we kind of orchestrate, because it's not an accident, it's an orchestration. What are your marketing goals? What do you want to happen? What's your message? What do you want them to do? What's your call to action? And you may have several calls to action. You say, well, if they don't want to buy yet, what else can I sell them? Can I sell them a lead? Can I have them sign up for my email? Can I have them click on a coupon? For example, can I have them download a coupon? What's my call to action, and how many calls to action do you have before they get away from you? Okay, so you got to engage them. So that's the path for conversion. And then report. Make sure you measure everything. So to set up your analytics, I really didn't have to go into this at the beginning, but in order to set up your analytics, you should do that at the beginning. Before you even build your website, before you even do your marketing, you say, here's my intent, and here's going to set up my analytics so that I'm measuring it, your key performance indicators. Okay? And then test, test, test. A lot of people don't understand that on the internet, you can test your landing pages. You can do A/B testing, you can do multivariate testing, you can do a lot of different kinds of testing so that you can make a killer landing page so that you get optimal results. Every time someone lands there, you know what percentage of conversion you're going to get. And then when you don't get it, you're going to retarget those people so you can get them again next time. So here we are. So now you're a person who signed up for something. You're a client. You bought something. You think it's great. How do you spread the word? In the buying cycle, one person would go to the other, and basically we call that word of mouth. You go, you know, I bought the greatest hairdryer the other day. You got to try this. It dried my hair in 2 seconds. Love it. Okay, so then the next time that person goes out to buy that hairdryer, they're going to select that item because word of mouth is very powerful. But now you want buzz. So how do you get buzz? Well, we've heard about social media. Most of you are into social media. It may not get you the sale to start with, but it certainly can help you generate buzz. You have your social networks. You know, MySpace, Facebook, all of those kinds of really big social networks. Then you have your LinkedIn, which is your business, you know, Plaxo, your Rolodexes, your directories out there. In fact, we have a couple people here who use them extremely well. Talk to Dan Casano. Flickr, photo sharing sites. You have YouTube, which is video sharing. Dig, Reddit for news sharing. Delicious for bookmark sharing. Twitter for microblogging. And then you have the whole world of blogging. I don't want to take more than my time here. So basically, here's your tips for social media. Educate your management and organization about social media, because I still believe that the upper level people in an organization don't understand the power of social media. They really feel that, and to some extent it is putting yourself out there, but it can be great for customer relations. I know Southwest Airlines and JetBlue, they probably have staff of 12 to 15 people just managing their Twitter alone. But they realize how important it is in a crisis situation to have your Twitter available for your customer support. Set clear goals for measuring success. Is your success just branding? Do you just want to get your word out there? Do you want to convince your customers that you have the best product out there? In other words, what is it that you want to, do with your social media? Be honest, disclosure, be transparent about who you are, because they're going to find out anyway. People do amazing searches online to find out, how real you are. Engage and educate. Education is probably something that a lot of people don't do, even with shopping and, e-commerce websites. The first part of an e-commerce website should be information and education. For example, Blue Nile, for example, sells diamond rings. Kay Jewelers, but they have huge sections on buying diamonds, on all about diamonds, on quality of diamonds. So they get you in with the education piece. And many of us go online to research education. And then engage them. Make sure that your site is interesting, that they can find the information. Usability, user experience, very important, or they're not going to come back. Once you lose somebody, it's very hard to get them back because the competition is so swift online. Welcome feedback, both positive and negative. That's the first thing I hear. If I have a blog and somebody writes something negative, do I have to have it on there? Well, the answer is you don't, because you control that from the back end, and you can absolutely decide, I don't want those comments to appear, and no comments will appear. But it looks kind of funny if you don't have any negative feedback, if everybody's positive. Now, that could happen if you're a wonderful service. You know, obviously that can happen. But the point is that it's not real, that people want negative and positive. By the way, Zappos does a great job with user reviews. I've heard many things, because in the shoe industry online, one of the things that's really important is people return a lot. They buy, but then they return. Their return is terrible. They have a very high rate of return. So in order to stop that, they had reviews, and the reviews have actually cut down on the returns, because people will say, for example, if you dance and you go to buy dancing shoes, I happen to know that particular section, and people will say, you know, this shoe fits very snugly, this is tight, this fits, this doesn't slip, So by the time you read all the reviews, you know, you make a decision of what kind of fit do you have? Do you have an unusual foot? Do you have a right size? In other words, you've made a decision because other people have helped you choose that shoe. And then use rich media. We believe that if you optimize everything, it's like a tsunami coming to your site. You can monopolize the search result page, because you can have only 2 text results. That's from your website. But you can also have 2 video results, and you can have 2 news results, and you can have 2 blog results, and the list goes on. So if you have optimized correctly, you can monopolize page 1 in the search results.